Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you return, and welcome back. Hope everyone is doing amazing today. I'd just like to remind everyone again, YouTube is the only platform that I use. If you happen to find these videos elsewhere or asking for donations of any kind, please report them and you can anonymously contact me. Uh, that being said, I just want to get something clarified that many of you may not understand. Okay, when there's people like myself who channel, okay, a lot of times we speak fragmentedly. Okay, sometimes things come through fragmentedly because we're receiving a lot of downloads. Okay, and things may sound jumbled up. And this is a big reason why I follow up most of my videos with a written backup. So that way it's a little more clear for those who might not understand. I just wanted to let you know this is not being done intentionally and it does happen, and I apologize for that. And I'm doing my best to work through it, okay, as I receive all this information. Sometimes I stumble on my words because there is a lot of interference coming from, negative forces out there that a lot of times don't want these messages to be released. So many people who channel come out speaking fragmentedly. And if you watched other channels, you may have noticed this with other channelers. It just happens. It's not something that we're doing intentionally. A lot of times it's interference. A lot of times it's excessive download coming in at one time where more is coming in, and it's coming in faster than we can move our mouth to speak. Okay, that being said, let's begin. This message, as always, won't be for everyone. You'll know if it applies for you based upon the certain things that come out. I do encourage everyone to listen to the full message because you might find something of importance within the rest of the message. Okay, this message is for someone out there right now who is, it could be one person or a group of people who is feeling like giving up. And Source wants you to know to keep moving forward. All your hard work has been seen. Okay. There's somebody out there that's struggling finishing school and wants to quit. There's another person who is contemplating leaving a relationship that is no longer viable. Okay. And has just given up on life. Not that you're suicidal. You've just consigned yourself to the fact that life isn't going to change. Okay, you might be of a certain age. You think that you can't move forward because society makes you believe that. You can. Trust me. Source wants you to know don't give up. Okay, there's some very important plans for you to complete. God has plans for you. Okay, he wants to give you courage to succeed, to move forward. Okay, I'm getting the name Joanne, Larry, Michael, Trisha, Stephen, the month of March, February, September, December. If any of these names or months apply, most likely this message is for you. Again, don't give up. Continue to move forward, okay? You have the strength within you. And you might be realizing a lot of opposition right now going on as you're trying to move forward. Things seem to be falling apart. Again, this is intentional, kind of like what I mentioned to you earlier with readers and channelers, where there's interference. Okay, especially for those who have a particular assignment. Okay, that was divinely given. Okay, for you to complete. Especially those people, you're going to find interference trying to prevent you. Again, it's coming back to the nursing. There's a nurse out there who's having a difficult time completing school. Don't give up. There's a reason, okay? This is something you felt as a child. You wanted to be a nurse. You wanted to give. This is your service to the world, okay? School might be challenging right now. Don't allow that to deter you from your course, okay? The divine realms want you to know that you're being seen. You are being seen. You can move forward, okay? It just might seem difficult. This is a rough patch, but you're going to make it through. Don't give up, okay? Ask for assistance from the divine realms to help you to continue moving forward, to give you the strength to move forward, okay? There's someone out there that is thinking of starting a business. They're mentioning something with construction. I don't know what this means. Whoever this is for, you'll understand. Okay, again, this is your time. Don't give up. Move forward. Okay, you have things to do. Okay, especially the person for construction. You're going to be building things that are going to help many people, okay, communities. You're going to be contributing to society. You're going to be doing God's work in that way. Do not allow people to discourage you or deter you from that path, okay? Because you've been feeling this deep down within inside yourself. I'm sensing that you're currently working for a company that is not treating you well or not, giving you what you deserve, and you've been wanting to leave for a while. This is your chance, okay? This is your confirmation that it's time for you to move forward, okay? Regardless of what's happening out there in the economy, you have things to do. When God divinely assigns something for you to do, it will succeed, okay? It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, because even God's work is never easy. I can tell you that for myself, including when I had to start this channel, for instance. It's been slow growth, and it's okay. I've learned a lot because this is something that I wasn't planning on doing, but it was my divine assignment. It was something that I needed to do. So I put myself out there, and I've noticed little by little the channel is growing, and it will grow in its own time. But this is what I've always knew from the beginning, okay? I'm not out here seeking fame, fortune, or anything of that kind. It was never my intention, okay? But this is what God has guided me to go out there to encourage others. Because I do understand pain, okay? I do understand feeling stifled. I do understand, having to face constant interference. I get it. And this is part of my journey to share that with others, to share my past experiences with others, okay? And to let you know that you're not alone. Whatever you're going through, you are not alone. There is one person out there who's been through absolutely everything, and I happen to be that person. So I was divinely sent to help people get through things because I've been through it all. Okay. So again, for these individuals who I'm speaking to, the nurse, the construction worker, there's also somebody that I'm getting right now that's been considering leaving their job for a different position elsewhere. This is your signal as well. This is your confirmation to move forward, not to be afraid. Okay. It doesn't matter how old you are. Okay. You can still do this. Okay. Fear is an illusion. Okay. Fear is created by darker forces to keep people energetically low vibrating. Okay. And when we allow fear to take us over, we lower the vibration of the planet. Okay. And there's a lot of that going on around. If you notice, there's a lot of weather events happening in the United States, horrific weather events. And a lot of people think that, oh, that's God zapping, the public with punishment. It has nothing to do with God. It has to do with the energy that's being put out there, the vibration. Low vibration, okay, messes with the entire universe, okay, and brings about consequences, unfortunately, because people forgot how to love. And if you notice, a lot of times these extreme weather events, okay, and catastrophic events usually happen in the Bible Belt. Okay, that's because we have, unfortunately, a lot of people who claim to be Christian living there, but they don't live Christian lives. They don't know who God is, unfortunately. Okay, there's nothing wrong with Christianity. What's wrong is the people who believe in it, who continue to spew hate, lies, discord, and all that negativity builds up in that area. Okay, and what happens? It winds up messing with Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. Okay, and so Mother Gaia rebels to warn people, to tell them it's time to raise your vibration. Stop with the lower vibration bullshit. Raise it. It's very important for all of us to be spreading love, happiness, acceptance, and most importantly, truth above all. Okay? Truth is the most important thing. We can't be afraid to live our truth or speak our truth, regardless of the consequence. Okay. And, your truth might not always be popular. And guess what? My truth is not always popular. That's cool. It doesn't matter as long as I'm putting it out there, because there will be those who will understand this truth. Okay. I don't force anybody to watch this channel. Nobody has to stay for it. If you wish to listen to it, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine too. It doesn't matter because I don't seek that validation from anyone. Okay? Like I said, I don't do this for popularity. I don't do this for fame. But I am always going to give you the truth. Okay? Regardless of whether you might like it or not. And sometimes it might hurt, but it's not meant to hurt. It's meant to enlighten. Okay? To help people move on, because that is my intention. You know? And like I said, a lot of you who I'm speaking to right now understand adversity. You know what's happening around you, and it can be very discouraging. I deal with that on a daily basis myself. I deal with spiritual attacks from many angles. Okay, attacking my speech, attacking my ability to put these messages out there. Okay, it's so important that these messages get out there, not for myself, but for those who need to hear them. You know, and I've often told anyone who's involved in doing that or messing with my channel or anyone else's channel, especially when it was divinely created, you're asking for trouble. And that includes anyone at YouTube that tries to stifle messages. Messages of importance through algorithm. Okay? You will be in trouble. There will be consequences for your behavior. So think twice if anyone is encouraging you to mess with this channel or other people who are speaking truth. There will be consequences from the divine. You're messing with divine work. So this is your warning to stop what you're doing if that's what you're doing, including those who are messing with the people that I'm speaking to. Anyone who's out there that hears me that may be a participant in harming these people who I'm speaking to, there will be consequences. Anyone who has been assigned to do God's work in any way, okay, anyone who tries to interrupt with that, stop that, stifle that, harm it in any way, is asking for trouble. And you don't have to believe in something to know that it exists, okay? Consequences, unfortunately, do exist when you put negative energy out. Negative energy will return to you, especially when you're placing negative energy on people who are trying to do good, okay, and raise the vibration of the planet, okay? So that's what everyone needs to understand, especially those who I'm speaking to who are feeling stifled and feel like they can't move forward. You can, okay? Find the courage within yourself, okay? And if you can't do that, seek courage from the higher realms. Ask for help. They will always help you. And I can tell you that with all positivity in my soul, because anytime I'm feeling discouraged, I ask for help. And I get signs that show me I'm on the correct path. Okay? They give me strength to move forward. They give me strength to continue to come out here even when it's difficult, especially with my speech issues, when my speech gets garbled or interfered with. Okay, my thought process gets interfered with. Okay, sometimes that's embarrassing for me, but it happens. That's life. They give me the courage to get past that and to move forward, okay, and not to worry about what anyone else thinks, because what I'm told is that those who need to receive these messages will receive them and they will understand them. And those who understand who I am and my work will get it, and those that don't won't, okay? But I always welcome everyone here, even if you don't understand it. You're welcome to stay, because there might be something that I say that's of importance to you or that you need to hear. And more often than not, if you came across this channel because I have so much suppression with this channel, more than likely this message was for you. Okay? Again, I want to thank everyone for stopping by. I wish you all well, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.